And Shalom. First of all, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Ramak from Great Millstone, Miami. The topic of this video was prophecy. The Lord is not playing with the earth, man. He's not playing with the earth. We in the times in which the Lord is visiting the earth, man, bringing destruction, and it's going to be more destruction, wrath, woe, pestilence all over the planet. And just yesterday, I already got pulled up. This on NBC News, but you had a big earthquake, down basically off the coast of Cuba, but it was felt in Miami, in Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, and that's unprecedented. And you got all type of unprecedented things going on all over the planet Earth. And if you look up top here on this page, what else being talked about? You got impeachment, so America, Esau, it's still a house divided. And the scriptures tell you that a house divided shall not stand. You got the death of Kobe Bryant that happened earlier this week. The Lord is casting down the stars of heaven, these idols. And also you have the coronavirus, and yesterday it was reported here. It says South Florida students told to stay home after possible exposure to coronavirus. So it's possible that the coronavirus is down here in South Florida. The article says Palm Beach County. Hey, and you got little articles like this. Dealing with coronavirus in different places, man. And that may very well be the pestilence that the Lord is sending out. Sending out to these peoples to destroy them. But here's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. It reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So for us believers, those who truly believe in the Bible, you're supposed to be measuring the time diligently. You're supposed to be hastening and looking toward the day that Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, he's going to come, destroy the wicked, destroy these kingdoms while delivering his elect. And the elect would be of the nation of Israel only, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, along with those who are scattered abroad. You're supposed to be looking for that time, looking for the days. And the Lord gave us signs in which when we see part of the signs, we'll know it is the very same time he's about to come and visit the earth which he made. Now, verse 3, it reads, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, hey, all you got to do is a Google search, man. Earthquakes, uproars of the people is going on like crazy, and it's increasing. Yeah, it's been going on for several years now, but it's levels to it, and it is at an all-time high. But verse 4, Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right. So when you see earthquakes in the Caribbean, that doesn't happen, man. I've lived in Miami, all my life except for when I went to college. I don't ever recall hearing about a freaking earthquake in Miami or the Caribbean, Cuba, Jamaica, a tsunami threat. The Lord ain't playing around. The Lord clearly has his spirit going on all over the earth, amping up these prophecies, speeding up the times. So the elect could be delivered, the elect of Israel could be delivered, and these wicked kingdoms could be brought down. In a righteous kingdom wherein dwelleth righteousness, holiness is going to be upon this planet earth. A new heaven and a new earth. Back at 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 6. Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. Right? Plain beginnings and wonders. The scriptures tell you clearly when you see earthquakes in diverse places. It tells you clearly. It tells you in the gospel. It tells you in the gospels when you see earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of wars. Those are the beginning of sorrows. And this is just the beginning of sorrows. It's going to get worse, man. It's going to get more crazy. The Lord is sending the plagues like he sent in ancient Egypt, man, to this place. Let me go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 9, Verse 7, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Right. So our job is to look and to watch. And for the watchmen, the prophets, we're supposed to go out and preach the word, post up these videos, so the elect may hear, and those who hear and believe by our faith and by our works, we will be saved. You know, giving our bodies up as living sacrifices to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, putting off that old man, putting off that old woman, serving and seeking Him daily. You know, and the Lord is going to deliver us when it really gets crazy out here. It's because it's gonna amp up. It's going to amp up, man. America this society and being able to go to work and do all your bullshit. That's going to stop real soon. That's going to stop very, very soon, man. The dollar's going to crash. I mean, you got the coronavirus, you know. And I read another article, and they were saying how in South Florida, they're getting ready to have quarantine stations. They're making quarantine stations at these airports. Matter of fact, here it is right here. Miami Airport's quarantine station to screen for coronavirus. Let me click on that real quick. Yep. Miami, with this large number of international travelers, is one of 20 cities that will be tested for coronavirus at the quarantine station at Miami International Airport. So for them to be spending money and taking these measures, the coronavirus is definitely a threat, man. Let me get another scripture. Here's Jeremiah chapter 28. This internet will work. There we go. Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And we're seeing World War III being amped up. You know, you got ISIS talking shit today against Israel. You know, you got rumors of war all over the place, and it says and of evil. That's why you got floods, you got fires all over the earth, and pestilence. And coronavirus may very well be that pestilence, man. 2020 looking like the vision is coming to pass, man. And it's going to be more developments because the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, has to be implemented. You know, more prophecies. The plague's going to hit America like ancient Egypt, but even worse. You know, the men of the Lord will be persecuted, you know, heavily. And the Lord is also going to set up that standard, man. The Lord's going to protect His elect, you know. So with that, man, I just wanted to touch on some prophecy real quick and give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.